more saturated fat was actually protective against having strokes. So people that ate more saturated fat had less strokes. People that ate less saturated fat had more strokes. Another reason why this is a bad idea to cut out the fat is because on any ketogenic diet, you're cutting out carbohydrates by definition. So if you're cutting out fat as well, then the majority of your calories are going to come from protein. Even if you have excess body fat, you will still break down large amounts of that protein to either use as energy or to store. And as such, when you break down amino acids, you necessarily release a nitrogen group that then gets turned into ammonia and that's further transformed into urea in your liver. However, if you are eating too much protein, then this will build up the amount of ammonia that your liver has to process, and it gets overwhelmed, and you get a buildup of excess ammonia, and this can actually cause very serious harm. This can cause liver damage, and your liver enzymes might go up, where on a normal high-fat carnivore diet, you will never see that. The ammonia can also cause organ damage to the rest of your body, cause neurological issues. You'll have extremely low energy. You can start losing your hair. And this is a symptom that people have been seeing recently because they've bought into the whole nonsensical, low-fat carnivore idea, and then they're told that this is probably from being in ketosis, and ketosis is harmful. But if it were harmful, then none of our ancestors would have been able to exist through the ice ages when there was no carbohydrates available. All the Inuits would be dead, and I would be dead, because I've been doing this for over 8 years now, and 5 years in my early 20s, and have had no carbs in that entire time, apart from what comes naturally in meat. However, when people are new to this and they don't understand that ketosis is our natural metabolic state and not a harmful state, they might buy into that because they are feeling pretty rotten, and then they add in carbs and all of a sudden they feel better. And of course they do, because they were getting something called protein poisoning, which is that abundant buildup of ammonia that is now damaging their body. And pretty much instantly they feel a lot better, they have more energy, their hair stops falling out, and all the toxic effects of the ammonia starts to subside as those ammonia levels go down. And they blame ketosis when the exact same effect would have happened if they just started eating more fat like they should have in the first place. And in fact, they would have had more benefit because they would have actually been getting nutrition from the fat, which is an essential nutrient source with essential fatty acids that you have to have or you can get sick and die, and essential fat soluble vitamins that you have to have or you can get sick and die. So just remember, the fat's good for you. Eat the damn fat. After that,